let's talk a little bit about some of the sort of high profile organizations. Now you're going to say, oh, this is, we've heard all this before, particularly in Germany. The last thing we're going to be talking about is Tesla, I mean, then Spotify, well, we don't, I don't use it, and Amazon, where everybody's heard about, they release software every 1 second. Well, I'm going to be looking at these in a slightly different way. I'm fortunate that I've been to these companies and spent a little bit of time. Tesla, I met a guy at an event and then didn't leave him alone until he took me to Fremont to the NUMMI office, factory, and I had that opportunity to spend a few hours with him in the factory. So I'm going to share a little bit from my experience of looking at these organizations, just to set the scene for transformation and change. So the first thing I'd like to say is every single one of these companies is incredibly different. The culture, the behavior, the types of people that work there. There isn't one cookie cutter that sort of I could compare, but Tesla's got an incredibly different culture from Spotify. Tesla's but definitely a Silicon Valley company, very aggressive, very oriented around sort of engineering centric. Spotify had when I visited, now it's changed a little since then, as more of a Scandinavian, obviously Swedish type culture, a little bit more, sort of like free and easy. Amazon, for instance, no free coffee there, right? Tesla, best coffee in the world. Never seen coffee like it. It shows you the differences. They've got very different HR practices, very different organization models. Incentive models at Tesla are completely different to Amazon, completely different to Spotify, completely different to any, to other companies. They're very different leadership style. Not a leadership style perhaps I would like to repeat, but they do some things the same. Focus on a mission, outcome, customer centric. All of them are software centric, or at least engineering centric. Tesla's a little bit more than software, but when it comes to the differentiation of their product, what makes them special, when I get into my Tesla, everything's in the right place. I can press, I can instantly get the garage opener to work. I'm instantly got Spotify running on it seamlessly. Instantly, I can, the windows go down up easily. When I get into my Mercedes, my wife's Mercedes, actually, she has a much nicer car. It's comfortable, it's amazing, it sounds better, but I still can't get the garage opener to work. And, sort of very different philosophies. Deliver frequently. All these organizations have a maniacal focus on delivery, which is, super, super important. If you've driven a Tesla, you'll realize how often, and it's slightly different in Europe, but we get updates continuously.